Step into the Incense and Whiskey sanctuary with mindfulness enthusiasts and verified whiskey lovers, Mecca and Ashley, as they discuss all the random topics they love, from mindfulness to memes. This is Ashley.
And this is Mecca.
I'm excited.
Ashley,
Mecca.
let's talk about some of the things that you're into this week. Like, it's so many things. There's TV, there's things. What are you into right now?
The things, all the things. Okay, so I actually have not been watching a lot of TV this week, but something that I'm into is bath time with a face mask and an audiobook. That is my jam right now.
Ooh.
I like to put on a good audiobook. I've also learned that I prefer to listen to fiction on audiobook rather than nonfiction, unless it's a memoir. So I like to listen to stories, like fictional stories.
Okay.
So the most recent audiobook I listened to was this is kind of embarrassing. The most recent audiobook I listened to was The Erotic Stories of Punjabi Widows. And I know.
You gotta tell me how, because you always read so many interesting stories and you post them, and I love that. So, like, you gotta tell me.
Okay, so the story takes place in London. The main character is named Nikki, and Nikki can't really figure out her life. She went to law school, she dropped out. She is the daughter of Punjabi immigrants from India, and her father has died. Her sister is exploring having an arranged marriage, and she's just trying to figure out her life. And so she takes a job working at the temple, and she thinks that she's going to be teaching the women, the older widows of the community, how to write their stories and storytelling. And so she's thinking, like, I'm going to empower these women and we're going to write their stories and it's going to be amazing. But the aunties of the temple, these older widows, are just like, no, we are here to talk about our stories, meaning soap operas. And they start coming up with these like alternative like storylines, and they're getting graphic in their stories. And it's like they're writing erotic short stories. And Nikki is like, oh my gosh, this is unexpected. Like, who thought that these older ladies would, like, all they want to do is talk about sex when they're together. And she was like, I'm gonna get fired. Like, I was supposed to teach some of them how to read and write in English, and this is like not it. It's a funny, fun story to listen to. It's full of intrigue. There's some mystery. There's some community secrets involved. There's a lot of fun, sexy stories, and I would recommend it. So I've been having bath time and listening to this book and doing my little face mask, and that is my self-care right now. So that's what I'm into.
I love it. I love it. What kind of face masks are you into?
So usually I alternate. So usually I'll do, if I want like a good deep clean detox kind of feel, my skin may be like oily, I'm breaking out unexpectedly. I will use the Aztec clay with a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and that like really cleans me out. I don't know. Have you tried that before?
Aztec clay. I mean, I've only used bentonite clay, I think, on my face.
I think it's maybe similar, but probably not actually, the more I think about it, because that clay that you just described, that's white, right?
It can come in white. It can come in sand color.
Okay. So this Aztec clay, it comes in like this greenish brown color, like greenish gray brown color.
Okay.
So I put that, and I put some apple cider vinegar with the mother. That's important. Make sure you have the mother in it. I learned that the hard way. My father-in-law taught me that. Like, it's not real apple cider vinegar without the mother.
Nope.
And yeah, I put that on my face, I let that sit, and I'll rinse that out. Sometimes I'll do a sheet mask if I'm feeling lazy. I haven't really done multi-masking. Have you done multi-masking?
What is multi-masking?
Multi-masking, I learned this from an esthetician. So multi-masking is when maybe you're oily in your T-zone,
Uh-huh.
right? But you're looking for something brightening in your cheek area or like vice versa.
Oh,
So you would use two different masks and you would just like base it on the area of the skin.
I want to ask a question. Does I've only used a mask a few times, and the one that I had, this was so many years ago, and I can't even find the brand anymore. But I tell you, my face, there was a difference after each time. It's like it pulled the toxins out of my little pores. And
Yeah.
I can remember my pores getting clean and tightening back up.
Yeah.
So, and I remember that because I was like, oh, this dries and I can feel it like tingling and working on my face.
Yeah,
Are we
absolutely.
expected to have a immediate result after every mask that we use?
Oh, that's a really good question. When I spoke with the esthetician, I don't remember her saying that we should expect an immediate result, but I do specifically remember her saying you're going to get your results within like the first 5 to 7 minutes of the mask. So,
Oh,
some people like that's probably when you have a mask that's giving you results, when you only have to have it on for like 5 minutes or so. So
okay.
some people will put a mask on, they'll have it on for like, I don't know, a half hour or so. It's not gonna like kill anything, but after a certain point, you're actually no longer getting the benefit. It's just sitting on your face. I did learn that from her. So if you're using something where you feel immediate results, then that mask is doing what it should be doing, is what I'm assuming.
Okay, I like that.
Sure.
Okay. That's doable for me. I know. All right, so you are into audibles, face masks, and baths.
Bath time. Yes, that is my jam.
That sounds like a good thing. Is there anything else you're into right now?
If I am watching TV, I'm really into Downton Abbey. I like me some good historical fiction, and Downton Abbey has been giving me some comedic relief these days. It's a really cute, funny story to watch. I think we were just talking about
Yeah.
the need to have just like something to watch that you enjoy. And I giggle along with what the grandmother in the show said. I never really watched it when it was like hot and popular. I did see the movie, and I don't know, I had some time on my hands and I was like, let me watch it. And I've been enjoying it. It's been nice comedic relief for sure.
And these are all new episodes for you, right?
Yeah, like everything's new. So it's wonderful. I got like 6 seasons of just like comedy I can watch and enjoy. So it's been nice. So that's what I'm into these days. What
Love
are
it.
you into, Mecca? Tell us.
What am I into? A few things. I'm really into thick, cozy sweater like socks.
Yes.
Even in the summertime. I just like
In the summer too, really?
yeah, because I have really my hands and my feet are the coldest part of my body, even if everything else is warm. And so they remain cold. So having these thick socks on, it just makes me feel like I have a little blankie on my body,
Oh, that's
underneath my
nice.
feet. So it feels really good and I feel like complete. Like if
So do
I
you
don't have socks
ever,
on,
yeah,
but
like do you ever like go without socks or go barefoot? Is that like
in
just
the
chilling?
house. So it's typically in the house. Like I like to have these socks on, and when I don't have them on, I just don't feel good. Like, oh, I'm just like tired, or it's so cold, or you know how it is to be in a house cold, and you just feel like there's nothing that's gonna satisfy you. It's like having a
Yeah, you
nice
don't want to do
hot,
anything.
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I equate it to like a nice hot cup of tea.
Okay.
I know that's kind of interesting, but I do.
It is
So I'm
interesting,
into
but I'm
my
with
cozy
it.
socks. What else am I into? I'm into using a copper water bottle now. You
Okay,
know, I'm
tell
always
me
talking
about
about,
this.
vibrating your food, vibrating your water, meaning vibrating and making it higher, just cleaning and oxidizing and feeding your cells. And so one of the benefits of a copper water bottle is typically, it's this Ayurvedic tradition to where a lot their water is either stored in copper vessels or a certain type of cup, and it's supposed to raise the vibration of the water.
Okay.
It also changes the pH balance of the water. It's supposed to have these. It's not supposed to. It has these benefits that kind of like reduce the signs of aging, increase your energy level. It has benefits to your nervous and cardiovascular system. Um, it's supposed to so basically this is what happens. You put water in it overnight. You can't leave it in over 24 hours, but
No, oh, really?
yeah,
Okay.
you can, and it's not gonna like, it may have a slight metal taste depending on how many times you've used your bottle, but that
Mhm.
goes away over time. Or you can just kind of like put water and lemon and a little sea salt in there and shake it up, and it'll take that metal taste out of there. But you can put your water in, and overnight, wake up in the morning. I usually have water right beside my bed. So as soon as I wake up in the morning, I try to get 16 ounces before I go to the bathroom again. So I'll have something else to come out. So
Okay.
immediately I have this water next to my bed, because it's best to have it, the next morning. First thing in the
Mhm.
morning after it's been sitting in the vessel overnight. So
And
yeah.
how long have you been drinking out of a copper water bottle?
I've just purchased my own recently. I would say about a month and a half now.
Okay.
Um,
Have you
I bought,
noticed anything different since switching to this water vessel instead of something else?
let's see. The one thing I've noticed is my energy. So I'm typically a coffee or tea person first thing in the morning before I even start any of my cardio. So I
Mhm.
can have this water and not feel like I need a cup of coffee. I like to drink coffee. I like the way it tastes, but I don't feel like, oh my God, I gotta have it before I can even like wake up. So it
Okay.
definitely helped my energy level. Um, it's funny when I drink this water, like when you drink cold water, you can feel it go down your chest, your throat, into your stomach. Have you ever,
Yeah.
what
Hmm.
that feels like when you feel it go all the way through your system? I feel that
Yeah.
every time I drink this water.
What
Um,
does it mean if I feel that when I drink bourbon? Just look, that's what I feel when I drink bourbon.
it's warm going through. That means
It's
it's a good bourbon going
a
through you.
good bourbon.
That means. So I feel that my face. I've always had like clear skin, but the texture of my face now has gotten to like a very like smooth surface, which is interesting. It's like you
Ooh.
can't. I don't know. You can't. So me and Ashley, we can see
I
each
mean,
other.
it looks real smooth.
It's like it's like a surfacey smooth. It's
Yeah.
really interesting.
It looks like for the people out there, it looks like she's been doing those Korean 18-step skincare routines for glass skin. That's what it looks like. It's real
Absolutely
smooth.
not.
So
Absolutely,
it's this
I haven't.
copper water
I
bottle.
worked out and I haven't even showered yet.
For real? And
That
that's
was
what your
this
skin is
morning.
looking like? Why can't we all have that? I don't understand.
So
God
I
does
would say
not
that's
bless us evenly.
anyway. Say it again.
So God does not bless us evenly. I don't understand.
Right.
She looks amazing, y'all. So let me tell you,
Thank
it looks
you.
good.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, that's what I'm into. Cozy socks, copper water bottles. If I'm watching TV, I just started watching Dirty John. I don't know if you know what that is, but Dirty
No,
John.
I've heard of it. Well, tell us what is it about?
Well, Dirty John, let's see. I'm not going to sound, let me just say this. So Dirty John is basically, the theme of it is a woman scorned, but they get payback. Let's just take that as
Oh,
the theme, right? So
okay.
Dirty John is a metaphor for this guy that has done a woman wrong. So it's on season 2. Though those two seasons are not related, totally different character, totally different storyline. The first storyline was a woman met a guy online. She was very well to do. He pretended to be. Her daughter saw through it. It's a whole thing. I'm not going to give it away.
Ooh,
It's actually really good. And then the
it sounds
second one is the Betty Broderick. Am I saying that right? Betty Broderick story, and it's from the
yeah,
80s.
I am familiar with that one. Yeah.
Are you? So that story's from the 80s, but that story made Dirty John. Um,
And
and
that's based on a true story, right? Like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Apparently they're all based on true stories. They
Oh,
do
dang. I
advance
didn't know
them a
that.
little bit.
Yeah.
Um, and it was funny because the first season, once I found out that was based on true stories, I went to go find all the articles, the daughter's interviews. Um,
Yeah.
it's really good. So yeah, the Betty Broderick story is what's going on now. And from Lifetime has done their piece on it. ABC has, like, there's been 4 different versions of this movie come out, and Dirty John just kind of gives it a little bit more um
Oh.
comic relief a little bit, and humanizes Betty.
So it's like a real refreshed contemporary
Yeah,
fiction of the story.
yeah.
Okay. Something while you were talking about energy, it made me think something that I don't have energy for right now is makeup. So I am into bare skin, and since we're coming out of quarantine, I have not like done anything with my hands or feet. So I am also really into no makeup, no nail polish. And I don't know if I am committing some kind of blasphemy right now, but because I used to be religious, like every 2 weeks I'm in there. My husband got to a point where he was like, "When are you going to get your nails done?" Because, you know,
Are you
uh,
not having any Zoom calls? You don't have to put on makeup for any Zoom calls?
I put on makeup. I don't actually put on makeup for my client meetings. I went to go put on makeup for I was meeting with a brand new client, and I went to go put on some makeup for the meeting, and I did not recognize myself. I was like, well, first of all, the first issue is, Mecca, I am now officially 2 shades lighter than my normal skin color. So I don't recognize myself with no makeup on. And then I know I put makeup on. And I was like, who is this lady? Like, she's too light, too fair. What is this? I don't understand.
You think
I
so? First of all, Ashley, I think you look great even with like no makeup. So, and I'm not a makeup person, so I never know when people have it on or not. Um, you just got your lip gloss popping and your hair like
That's
curly.
all
So
I did.
you good.
In the natural state. But listen, I put that makeup on. I was like, I don't know who that lady is. I had it on for literally an hour, 2 hours max for my meetings, and I went and took it off immediately.
You look
It was scary. It was
different.
scary, actually. It was scary. I was like, I don't know who I am right
But you
now.
do your
I don't
makeup
like
so well too.
I think so. I think that there's something to be said about doing your makeup to the point. Well, some people can do their makeup and look like a completely different person. And by the time you like contour it up, bronze it up, you could look like a completely different person.
Right.
I am experiencing the opposite side of that, which is like I haven't seen sunlight in 3 months, and my skin is like I don't ever remember being this color. So it is fun times right now, and I'm gonna continue riding out the no makeup, no nail polish train for a while.
Well,
Actually,
I'm on the no make. Well, I've always been on a no makeup train. I mean, I
yeah.
like mascara, and I try to do a couple of tutorials while we've been on break to try to like get up, level up on the basics. Nail polish. My nails have actually gotten stronger since I haven't been going to get a manicure.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't surprise me because it's like something about the low manipulation, and now you're drinking this copper water, so it's getting all the vitamins and minerals right in the system. So
Getting all of it
yeah,
right. I was like, I gotta come out, regardless of where I am. I gotta look like I've been like. I I understand we're not getting any sun. Are you taking vitamin D?
I'm not taking vitamin D. It is something that I probably will
You
start.
have to take some vitamin D.
Yeah,
People of color do not get enough vitamin D.
I probably do need to go ahead. We fortunately have some in the house,
You
so I
have
might
to
hit that up.
take it. You have to. I'm 100% sure. I'm not even a doctor. I'm not even a doctor. I'm not a doctor.
Yes,
I know
to
for
be
sure
clear.
you need a vitamin D.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you need some vitamin D. You're not MDs over here, but go take your vitamin D, y'all.
There you go.
They say opposites attract, but do they? Let's play a game called Fire and Ice.
Okay.
Okay, Mecca, it's time for Fire and Ice. Are you ready for this?
I am ready. Let's go.
Okay, so Mecca, if P. Diddy and Anderson Cooper threw a party, what would be the theme of the party?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
First of all, would you go to that party? That's the question.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
would?
Absolutely. Both are uh amazing entertainers in their own right. They both would bring a phenomenal crowd. Their guest list would be litty. I would say, what's the theme? Definitely, I see something serious.
Insane, right?
Yeah, I see seersucker for some reason. I think the theme would be
Oh, okay.
um and this is not a pun what I'm saying, because I think what I see is, anybody that's getting ready to throw a party after Corona is going to be the hottest person. I don't care if it's JoJo down the block. This person is going to be the hottest person rocking because everybody want to get out. I told my friend, if D-Nice have a party, I'm there. Okay. So their party would be called I'm Coming Out.
I'm coming out. It's
Yeah,
lit.
like I'm
For
coming
sure.
out. Like I'm out the house. I'm out of the relationship I was in. I'm out of the job that I was in. Like whatever it is, they have come out and they are ready for the world to see this.
They're ready. Okay, well, Anderson Cooper is a father now, and we know P. Diddy got his tribe. Like, he got a whole crew of kids. So would this be an adults-only affair, or would this be, a family affair? What would it be?
I think, and it's funny because P. Diddy's kid, I've seen him do a few events, and his kids are typically a part of the events.
Yeah.
I don't know how
That's
old Anderson Cooper's kids are.
Anderson Cooper, he has a baby. So
No, then of course not.
yeah. So I feel like this would be an adults-only affair for sure. Because they've been cooked to put in the house with the kids. So like everybody's like, I'm ready to be an adult.
The twins are young. I mean, he has sons that are of age to hang out and party with. Some of the kids would be able to attend, not all of them. Not all of Diddy's. None of Anderson Cooper's. Some of P. Diddy.
Just one child, yeah. Got it. Okay. All right. Next one. If Janelle Monáe and Master P did a commercial together, so what product would they be promoting?
I literally just finished watching Homecoming. Like legit this morning as I was working. So, and I was like, I hadn't seen her act. So I was like, okay, Janelle, her voice is very distinctive. And you said Master P. That is so interesting. Okay, so I see Master P and Janelle Monáe.
Also has a distinctive voice.
And has a very distinctive voice as well, and dialect. So I think that those two can have a commercial about who. Oh my gosh. It could either be a beverage. It could be an energy beverage. It could be a wellness beverage. Like a wellness beverage.
Okay.
I don't want to necessarily say something like caffeine driven because Janelle Monáe is definitely woke and Master P is wise and woke enough to know that he does his body good. He makes his mind right. So it's definitely got to be a wellness drink, something that keeps you focused, yet has vitamins in it. And it's kind of like, for that person on the go that is handling multitask, but still wants to taste good. Yeah, I think it'll be a wellness drink. I don't know. That just came to my mind.
Okay. I followed your logic on that. That makes sense. Okay. Next one. If Naomi Campbell and Ashley Graham designed a clothing collection together, what would be the vibe? What kind of colors are you seeing? Are we seeing texture? What are you thinking?
So that is so interesting because, I finished about 2 months ago. I did this class. I know I'm going off subject, but I did this little style mastery class by Elsa Isaac, which is a stylist, a celebrity stylist, and she asks you a series of questions, and she'll be like, okay, based off these questions, your body type is. Now, don't laugh when I tell you what my body type was.
Okay.
Because it's not based on the size of the person. It's based off of broad shoulders, slim hips. Is your hips slimmer than your shoulders? And she just kind of gives you the framework of what you want to wear. Mine was Naomi Campbell. And I couldn't believe it because I feel like, I'm curvy like Ashley Graham. So I feel like their clothing line would definitely be dresses, shift dresses, maxi dresses, some A-line dresses, very forgiving fabric that you can fly with, that you can pack easily and it doesn't wrinkle, very vibrant colors, quick fashion with luxury looks.
That's the vibe. I think you just gave them an idea. I'm with it. Okay, next up, I don't know why I keep going for the news anchors, but if Don Lemon and Rachel Ray hosted a dinner party, fundraiser, throw that in there, what would be the main course that they serve at the fundraiser?
Chicken.
What kind of chicken?
So Rachel Ray loves a good meal, and Don Lemon, I don't know if he loves a good meal, but he's hanging out with Rachel Ray, and that girl. And I don't know about his cooking, so I feel like it would definitely be chicken. It would be like a broasted chicken, so nothing fried, and it doesn't have to be like soft texture. So broasted meaning like it's full of flavor, but it's baked and still has a crispy skin, edges. So you have a lot of flavor, but you still get a baked feel, and you get some texture in the food.
That was very specific, Mecca.
Yeah, I know.
They're gonna have a roasted chicken, and it's gonna be like this, and then when you cut into it, it's gonna look like that.
Yeah. And then there's gonna be a vegetarian option as well. And that vegetarian option is gonna be some type of like, it's gonna be a mock pasta. So it's not gonna even be it's not gonna be like flour pasta.
Like zucchini noodles.
Yep, zucchini noodles, an amazing sauce. Like a sauce, like, oh my God, I don't even know what I'm eating right now. It's just so amazing.
That's specific. So. Okay. All right. It is our final combination. If, God bless his soul, Anthony Bourdain was still around, God bless Anthony Bourdain, and Gordon Ramsay traveled to a food destination together, where would they go? That's hard, right? That's hard.
That's really hard. And it just seems like that's something that you would want me to like kind of research.
No, I just want you to like think of a place. Like
okay. Where would they go? Gordon Ramsay and Anthony Bourdain. Cause hold on. Let me.
No, you can't be cheating.
I'm not. I was actually trying to see where Gordon Ramsay was from. I don't know exactly where his origin is. That's what I was trying to do.
I think he's British. Unclear, but I think he's British.
It says his hometown is in England. Okay, so Gordon Ramsay is very hot-tempered and just like, yes. And Anthony Bourdain is down to earth, a little dark. Let's see. It has to be somewhere that they're both unfamiliar with. They like the food of this place, but they're unfamiliar with it because it's not their daily life.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Stay with me because I'm building up here. It's something they're not familiar with. It's a good food. The first thing that popped in my mind was New Orleans. And Creole French popped in my mind because it's amazing food. That's not something that they're always, gravitating towards, and that's not something that either one of them is familiar with culturally. So it's a learned trip for both of them.
Okay.
And then you have all these, ranges within that. You have a very amateur street home cook to the, pristine culinary school, working all the 5-star restaurants cook. So, chef. So,
So New
I'm just in
Orleans.
New Orleans.
That's where they're going.
Creole French.
Creole French. All right. Well, that was Fire and Dice. Thank you for playing. Catch us next time on Incense and Whiskey.
In the meantime, take a breath, have a sip.